They've got everything bad to say about you. Like after Bob, died, he said in there like Bunny and the way Peter and Bunny went on against the tough guy. We tried to change it all. We're taking over this now anyway. And even the staff were taking over what? Who the hell are you? The man starts ripping things off the wall and what are you doing? Then Peter jumped up and punched down one of their workers in the face, and everyone's like, listen man. And people grabbing shit.
That's always their way. They haven't got the ways of discussion.
I'll just lick you down with this, and man's like, well, we come for some money, we're broke. Where is it? What? Where's what? Go and see Chris Blackwell. His first 2 albums that you made, he's supposed to have made revenue. I didn't sign you, so why are you coming to me for you know what I mean? Man said, come out, man. Come the fuck out.
That's the
Go back to him and ask him, what, you afraid of him? If his royalties made, then he should be paying you because we didn't sign you. Yeah, but Tough got nothing. Tough got nothing. What Tough got? Come the fuck out of your place, man. You know what I mean? So, Tough Gong, you bum, get the fuck out. And going on about that the half-caste boy is dead now. And it said also that's the way you're seeing him, that's the way you really see him.
Yeah, well, because
you're getting that's why she built the wall around it and changed it all, made it all bit secure, because these grovelicious nastiness going on.
Just like you say, okay, man will say something because it's politically correct, and if you don't say it that way, look at what happened to Budju. You know what I mean?
He can't insist that he's banned from this.
Banned. Yeah.
Both of them are.
For what they believe, they then turn around and say, "Oh no, I'm not." So you have to turn around to even say that. I mean,
what DJ Charles was saying about scissors racism against white people. Why am I working with him then? I work with him all the time. What's the problem? He's not racist against me. So he said, you people don't want to take responsibility for your own actions.
And your own beliefs.
Yeah, even your own responsibilities.
Your own prejudices. Because we're all prejudiced.
No, there should be none. It's just like you're not getting a look in and you don't like what he's saying. But if you really check what he's saying, and stop taking it as, he's just talking about white people. If you look at what white people have done, then you'd realise why he's got so much to say about you.
But to simplify it, let's see if this makes sense. The loser hates the winner.
Well,
everybody loves the winner. Everybody cheers on the winner. Hey.
What you got to do is get on with it and ignore everything. That's what Marley did. He just got on with it, and if you don't like it, then don't listen to it then. I'm not forcing you to listen to it. It's not in your face every day.
Exactly. That's why as much as people want answers, and they want answers right now, it takes generations sometimes to get answers. Not because I want it to, but because there's not enough people trying hard enough to get there. Most people just want to have a beer, have a good time.
Off the back of somebody else doing hard work.
Yeah.
Like him.
We all stand on the shoulders of giants daily. Every thought we have or think we can
that's
have.
Why he's in the picture now with his deck and a massive big pile of cash in his hand saying, look at me, I'm making dollars, You know what I'm saying? People are sending in the a cappella of their albums before it's even released.
Right, so going back to losers hate the winner, having money is like you're the winner. The winner has the money.
Security bullshit because they haven't got the ability or the drive to get up and do for themselves. And then they start hating on the money
and stealing. A thief is a liar and a liar is a thief.
Yeah, put them both together, it's the same thing. They don't like you because you've got up and done it, which is where they want to be, but yet they wouldn't knock on your door and put your shoulders on the wheel. Same thing with the printers. And he's asking people on over there, just come and give me a hand. Yeah. And you don't see them. And then you see them pass through, and they split now. It's like, come out, man, come out. I asked you weeks ago, come and deal with that side of it.
Right, you become their supply. Their free supply. Like you say, people see your vulnerability, try and take the piss. They see your weakness, they see look at this person, he believes in truth and rights. Okay then, well we don't. But we can lie and say we do.
That's great.
Anyone can lie and say they do, that doesn't mean and prove a thing.
Because of this tiny 8%
So how many people try to get change in the world actually create some change?
What's that a DJ box you've got?
Yeah, out of a shed.
That's a good idea.
Innovative. You know, people take their own fucking ideas.
You know what it is?
Boom.
I tell you where he got that from. A Punch and Judy show where
Yeah.
you drive up and then you
Yeah.
drop the front.
It's a good idea.
And it starts there.
It's a good idea.
And then you just do what you know.
Well, this is why, you know, we need the support from everybody. You know, when you set up a business then and you get your loan from the bank and the bank supporting you, and you go to the council supporting you. We need the support from these people. We don't need the aggression from these people, but you know, they're coming at us from the get-go, especially people who are trying to get into a job with aggression. So then there's already that barrier, that relationship. They've built a negative relationship with us and expect us to somehow be positive with
He's
them.
even got the merchandise to go in the shed. You know what I mean? And that's what you're looking at.
And he's got the t-shirt saying, yeah, people are innovating for themselves and sitting on their ass.
Like Rita said, you know, her daughter gave them.
And that hurts the people that actually sit on their ass.
Gave the people who were building this clinic $50,000 and they made money for it. She said, you know, she went back, she went, I don't see no clinic. So what happened there? What's the deal? I said, you know.
Because like you say, people try when they talk.
Stealing. Again, like you said,
It's the preacher man.
Where is that? You're not even a clinic that big then.
Yeah.
So you can go in
Like with 5 people.
Medicines and get things looked at, and there's a doctor there every day.
And just
Even
come
small.
round taking money.
Took the 50G and whatever else he could get their hands on. And he's talking about the likes of Flippings and man who's been there. And she was saying, we've been there years, God knows how long. What have they done? And with the interview said, he should have made it was a monstrous festival in 06, 07.
Yeah.
You know, loads, millions was made. Where's that now?
Yeah.
She went, well, you know, you need to see these people who was sponsoring and giving money, and we didn't take a dime.
Oh, so they work for free, did they? I believe that.
Well, I don't know. We should take a dime, you know, and we even contributed money to it. So, you know, you need to speak to somebody else about that.
I mean, there are a lot of rip-off merchants.
Well, then,
You know, the music business, you know, in the north.
it's a promoter business. That's
Yeah, well, they haven't got a clue what they're doing. They have not got a clue. And the reason,
they've got a clue to know how to steal them. Somewhere where you can't get it. That's well, there you go. That's business.
but they don't plan ahead. They don't plan for the full costings. Therefore, they've never got enough money. They don't know how to go to these people and say, this is the amount of money we actually need. It's going to cost so much for the PA, so much for the engineer, so much for the room hire, so much for the band and all the other expenses, and put together a proper package and say, okay, it's got to maybe cost $2,000 to put on that show. And that's a lot of money. And they want instant money, instant recoup. And I'll tell you where it's all stemming from. It's that live performance licensing that didn't used to be there. Venues at one time used to pay the band, and that was it. But now when they brought in that licensing act, that money had to be then paid for the licensing, so there was no money left for the band. But that's not an excuse for the promoter not to be inventive, because, you know, people still charge tickets and still make money on the events. But they just put on these piss poor events that are just weak.
Talking about what was donated for certain things, and that did not materialise. Therefore, somebody took that money and did something else with it. And that's what she's saying. So where is it?
That's always the case with money. You know, people just look at the politicians. We should look at ourselves. If we want to know what the politicians are
I would
doing.
have said to her is, it's not you give money to people, you go there and you build it to make sure it gets done.
Well, that's what she did in Africa.
That's what you did.
That's why it got done. That's why it got
No,
done.
we're not the clinic. She don't see no clinic, according to her. So she should have gone there and made sure that it got built, stood there, and what project managed it, and watched it get built up. So you know at least a building's there for that.
Yeah, but what happens is a man claims a wage and then starts pouncing around on it. It's the same thing that happens with these charities, you know.
If you project manage it, if they don't come to work, they don't blah blah. That's why.
In every walk of life, you've got thieves. And as we said before, a liar is a thief and a thief is a liar. Thief has to lie.
If you go there as a business and you watch what they're doing, as soon as people don't turn up, then you don't get no money. So they soon come and start work. Because now I'm project managing it. So if I look at you, next day you're not here, then you don't get paid for that day.
It's like that guy from Oxfam, what he did, and he went on the street, and then he went to the source, he went to Africa, and he saw for himself. what the problem was, and then wrote a report on it, and then acted upon it. It's like we're too simple in the head. As a collective.
You want someone else to do the work.
Yeah.
Well, then it's
Laziness.
It's not simple. It's just like you expect.
Yeah, but they are simple in their head, because to think that hard, it's almost like the brain fuses and they go, no, I can't do it. I mean, you do things and you prove it can be done. I do things and I prove it can be done. If you ask them to do it,
what I'm saying is
they can't do it.
People money and walk away, because that money's never going to be used for what you want it to be used for. And they're project managing it. So
but he made a promise, didn't he? He's in a promise.
No. We don't
He's
know
a
what
comfort to a fool.
She give it to, whoever they give it to, and it's supposed to be dealt with, and didn't get dealt with. Now I would have known
Some of Britain's best-loved charities are
there you
paying
go.
private companies to
Yeah.
raise funds for them.
Yeah.
Private, because it's all a private company.
For some people, that
It's
means
all corporations, everything's a business. Man being on this earth needs money, so therefore, the poor man needs money, so therefore, he needs a business. And how is he going to get his money if that's not a business?
Find a cover from British Gas.
No, what it is, they want what they can get, but then if it ain't happening without, everybody else, like you just said, people doing the work, they want someone else to do the work, and that's the case of what it is. They want me to do the work. Otherwise, why have they not built their studio and they're doing it themselves? I'd be going to their studio. One and two, the ones that listen, like Jermaine, he did it.
Maybe they've gone and done that. But what I'm saying is, the people who I'm talking about who do that, I don't really necessarily work with them, but I can see what's out
Oh, because they've got their own studio.
Well, I can see what's out there, but what I'm saying is, the people who've had in, they've done what they're supposed to do, and it got made in a short space of time and dealt with. Whether they confront it or not is another matter, but it got dealt with.
Same way with me, but the difference is that they think they can then walk away with that product, whatever it is, if it's a single, without paying me, and I'm like, no,
They're coming back to me and
you
saying,
gotta give me some money,
he just,
otherwise you don't get it.
That's it.
There's people that's walked away because they just didn't have any money to pay for what they
Well, you should have told them that they have to
I
pay.
did tell them from the beginning. The ones that just came and dealt with it, they got their stuff and they're happy. And obviously you don't hear anything but bad. But what it is it's a case of, again, the loser doesn't like the winner. So they'll just badmouth the winner. You know what I mean? And to me, okay,
All I'm saying is
so
that's
lesson
the
learned.
report I've got back, and that's what sticks in my head.
I've heard that as well, and I agree.
You were maybe taking too long to get things done.
I was. That's obviously an old report. I don't work like that. In the last few months, to be honest, the amount of tunes have been banging out, just to do that busking stuff.
From leftover 4x2 planks.
You know what I mean? Can't spread myself too thin. I am only one person.
Judging by the alarm.
Well, then you just do what you can do.
That's what I'm doing.
All this big company business and trying to bring people together and building business.
No, I ain't doing that again. As I told you, that I've been through that, right? And the thing about the people in this town, you're constantly having to teach people from the beginning. They come to you, what are you? Oh, I'm a drummer. Okay, play some. Oh, they're terrible. And you think, right, just get rid. And the ones that are good, obviously, they want a bigger company to come and deal with them. So that's fine. They should go and find a bigger company. That's why so many people use bedroom technology. They write their own track and they just go out there and they do it, hip hop or whatever. And I rate people who do that. Like DJ Chill, he's doing the right thing. You just got to do more of that.
On the Shed of the Year website.